Hey kids, it's me, Tony. How y'all doing? It's Sunday night. Happy Veterans Day as I'm filming this. And I was trying to think of something that you might be interested in. So, well, two things. One thing, I plan on getting another fun box from thredUP. I am not doing the handbags anytime soon because, I don't know, I wasn't impressed. I still want to do the shoes, but I'm not quite ready to do those yet. But I did want to do, what I'm going to do, this is my plan, is to order another fun box. And then, as a compare and contrast, I'm going to go to my local thrift store and see what I can get for $15. Trying to stay in the same categories, like maybe a little wristlet, a scarf, maybe some sunglasses, some jewelry, sort of the same idea of 10 items, and see if I can get 10 items for $15 at my thrift store. I kind of doubt I can, but maybe I can. I don't know. We'll find out. See what I can get for that kind of money. And then when I get my fun box, we'll see what was the better value. What I could find or what they could find. So that's to come. Meanwhile, what I thought I would do is a couple of things. One is, since I do buy handbags, one of the things you have to do when you buy handbags is clean them up. So I thought I would show you sort of what I use and how I store my stuff. So maybe you have a way you store yours, and this is just sort of a little sharing moment. So let me kind of set up, and then the other thing, if we have time, or I may make it a separate little video, is I thought I would take this little perlina that I got in that Handbag thredUP box and kind of clean it up and kind of show you how I clean things up, and just a little demonstration. So, but first, let me show you the items I use. One moment, please. So, this is what I store most everything in. This may be a bit of an ASMR moment because it kind of makes noises. This is one of those Joy, what's her name? Oh, she's on Home Shopping Network, had that movie about her. Anyway, this is one of her organizing kits, and I love these kinds of organizational things because they really do hold a whole lot. So if you do need something, this is really great. Let me open it. Voila. So as you see, it's all different compartments, and I'll kind of go through. This is more on kind of a little more detailed stuff. This is the stuff I use the most. This is my cleaning materials, and as you'll see, they all come out kind of their separate little compartments. And so I tried to organize my cleaning equipment, I guess you can call it, but all the materials I use. Here's what I use mostly for my cleaning. It's not the only thing I use, but it's Chamberlain's leather milk and the formula for the washing soap, and the saddle, sort of like a salve. So it's more of the conditioner, and the other one is more of a cleaner. These are out of Fort Worth. If you're interested, there's the website. I think you can read it. And I just like both of these. They're not cheap. I happen to get these at a good price, and that's really why I have them. So aside from that, I do have one of these. It's not one of those. It's not Mr. What's his, it's not one of those, but I think it's something similar. It's a similar one. I've used it some, like on, and let me fix this light. I was trying to get this lid, but it's kind of, yeah, you can't see a lot. There you go. I haven't used it a lot. I know people use this on Louis Vuitton some. I've used it some, but I don't know that I think it's all that great. So, and you know, this fits in real well. I can put things in, it holds a lot. And then these little, they just zip up. She said, as she struggled to zip it. Yeah, well, it helps if you know what you're doing. I'll zip it later. You get the gist. Okay, this one is also cleaning supplies. It's all different in here. I have the another type of leather conditioner. This is called Leather Rescue. All of these you can get, I think, on Amazon. This is a nice conditioner. I've used it a lot, and it's really nice. The other one, this is sort of the staple of a lot of bag rehab folks, is this apple leather cleaner. It works okay. I do use it. I not use it a lot, but it's good. But it's not my only one I use. I know some people just swear by it. Some other things. This is some more leather dye, which we can talk about. I got this. It's a different brand than I usually use, but I have a Louis Vuitton Epi Leather that I was trying to match the color, so that's why I have that. Other things I have in here, this is kind of an odd thing, but I have some oops, because sometimes you get things on handbags, and it will remove some. Sometimes it will remove ink or things like that get on a handbag. You have to be kind of careful. It's more of an emollient, but it does work on some things. If you get sort of a residue on a bag, sometimes this will help to take it off. Then I have some metal polish cream. This is great for zippers especially, or any of the hardware on a bag that you're trying to shine up. This metal polish cream works pretty good. You can take a Q-tip on a zipper with this and shine it up, and it will bring it back. And we'll try it on that little Perlina, maybe, if not right now, later on. Then of course, for both, I have the other one over here. Both of my cleaner and my soap, I have pads. These are just really soft pads. I can throw them in the washing machine, but they're soft, they're not abrasive, and they cover, you know, a pretty good area to put on product. Another thing I have, this is called a Modex, and it is pretty good at taking out ink stain. Now, you won't always get a stain out, but this does a pretty good job for that, especially on the fabric, like on the inside of a handbag. You know, you get those ink stains and stuff. So it's pretty good for this and other stains. It's it's pretty much direct. You directly put it on it, and it's pretty good to take it out. But like everything, everything doesn't always come out, unfortunately. And patent leather is the worst. If somebody would invent a way to remove stains from patent leather, you would be a rich person. This is sort of an odd thing. This is actually Rust-Oleum. It's a bright white restorer, or I think that's what they call it. Yeah. Sometimes if you just need something that's white and you need to touch it up, this is actually pretty good. For that, it has a really, I don't know if you can tell, really thin little tip. And it's just one of those things, you might use it once, but if you need it, it's there. Just hand sanitizer, and then just some little the makeup rounds. I find that these are good for if you're getting in crevices and stuff, or these pads are a little big. These work really well for detail. So, those in there, put that back in there. And these are not things I just ran out altogether. A lot of these I saw other people use, or I read about them on online, purse forum, different things that are just items that are helpful. You won't use them all the time on everything, but it's kind of nice to have it there. Then over here, though, it's more sort of when you really want to do something, when you have a purse that's really damaged. So one thing is edge coat. As you know, a lot of times you get a bag and the bag looks good, but the edging on it, the edge coat has kind of worn away, and this is a really good, open it. Well, let me not open it. It's kind of messy. But you can use this to restore that edge coat. It does take a steady hand, but you get that piece where maybe it's a piece of Louis Vuitton and it looks great, except the edging is sad. This will really come in handy and it will really help you. And I don't know how you pronounce this, if it's fibings or phoebings, but they really make good quality, and I think that's what a lot of people use. This is called acrylic Restylane, and this is a sort of a surface coating. It's sort of a water repellent. So, you have to decide if you want to use something like that, but sometimes it comes in handy. And then these are both leather dyes. So here are two different types, both the Angelus and the Fibbings. Both make great dyes and they're easy to use. The Angelus, they have a little, the bottle will fit in this little hole, so you kind of have a steady, like it shows on the back, a little steady place to put that, because it can get messy. You don't want to knock over a bottle of dye, obviously. That would be no bueno. So these are for more, when you're going to do like really major stuff. Now just remember that once you start playing with, if you have something that's valuable like Louis Vuitton, and you start messing with the edge coat or something like that, once you touch it and do anything like that, Louis Vuitton is not going to do anything to that bag for you. So if you go in and say, now I want you to replace the leather, they're not going to touch it because it's been messed with. So these are for pieces you don't plan on selling, or you plan on just selling, pre-loved to somebody else, and you just want it to look nice. Same thing over here. Now we get into something a little different. This is also a leather dye, but these are leather paints. And sometimes you just want to paint the leather. So this is a little different because it is paint. So this is going to lie on top of your leather. It's not going to soak into the leather like a dye. So there are times when, maybe you want to use that to touch up. Let's say you have a Louis Vuitton Rose Valentine, and you want to touch up. Maybe it didn't have the best condition on the inside where the pink is. You can mix and match these. This is pretty close to that pink, but you can kind of, experiment and kind of get all the colors. So you can buy little sets depending on how much you use them. And, let's say you have something and you don't like the color. You want a different color on the inside of that Louis Vuitton, and you like that dark red. Well, go in there and paint it if you want to. Now, you have to be careful around the name, or you're just going to have to wipe out the name. But there are times when you get a handbag where the leather is not going to be able to be dyed, and you just want to paint over it. Where maybe the handle has been damaged, and it's just you want something different. You want something heavier, but remember, it's going to be on top of that leather and not inside. So another thing I'm adding to my stuff is, this is one of these things that you can sometimes find things that are good, or that are advertised for one purpose that you can use for another. So this is a little oiled cloth, and it's used to remove fine scratches from your car. So if you have real light scratching on your car, your brand new car, you just drove off the lot, you can go in and this kind of buffs it out, has a little lubricant of some sort of solvent on it, and then you take this chamois and buff it out. What I found that it's good for is metal on handbags. So it will buff out some of those little slight scratches and kind of make it better, so that if you're one of those people, I don't mind scratches, you're going to scratch up stuff. But so, for instance, for demonstration purposes, let's see, on this little perlita, I don't know that you can really tell, but there's just ever so much of little light, scratches from this being used. So what you would do is take this cloth and just go around it and kind of almost sort of buff it with the cloth. And and what you're going to do, and it's going to, I'm not going to do it completely, but what you would do is then buff it out, and it will eventually take some of those finer scratches. There's a fairly good scratch, I don't know if this will pick it up, right there. But if I work on this for a while, it's going to clean it out. So it's good for that, and then you can polish it up with that metal cleaner, or really this for the most part is in great shape. The metal on the handbag, on the shoulder strap, the chain is in great shape. The fittings are in great shape. The only thing that's an issue are these metal parts on the bag itself. The same thing with the corners. They need the same type of cleanup, where you're gonna do that for some period of time. It does take a while. This is not like 2 rubs and it's done. But I'll try to insert a picture. I had a Chanel. I have a Chanel key ring that was really, really nice. Silver hardware. It's pink, very cute, but the hardware was kind of scratched up. And that's what I tried this on, because that was the only thing that was really wrong with the piece. And it took a little work, but I got most of the scratches out, and it looks practically brand new now. So this stays in. This I got off of eBay. Not eBay, I got this on Amazon. And it has somewhere, has a little bag. You can't keep it, it'll dry out. So Anyway, that's my stuff. I think I'll wait. I'll make a separate video in the next couple of days on this little wristlet, and we'll get it all cleaned up. It's in pretty good shape, but if you look at the zipper's a little dull. Part of it is, you know, that's just kind of the hardware, but even the little bit I shined this side, you can kind of see the difference between the two. So I think all of this will shine up really nicely, and put some stuffing in there so it'll get its shape back, and we'll get this one all cleaned up. So that's it for this. And then the nice thing is once you get this all, let me get this all back together over here. This back in its home. It'll fit in this one better. The other thing I like about this, it's got different size compartments. So if you've got something that's big and bulky, put it here. Not so big and bulky, you can put it here. And then when you're done, it just rolls up like that. Let me make it pretty. And it has handles, so it's great to move around. So we're back to me. So anyway, that was sort of a quick and dirty review of my cleaning supplies. I actually have some suede cleaning supplies. This is a suede cleaner, well, a water repellent. But I have that actually sitting in my bathroom because I've been working on a bag in there. Go figure. I'm all over the place. So anyway, let me know if this was educational for you, if there's something else that you use that you think really works well, and I should have it, and I'll go look at it. And how I do pricing, obviously I didn't buy all this stuff at once. There are ways, sometimes you can find things cheaper on Amazon than waiting around on eBay. And sometimes vice versa, eBay is a lot cheaper. And just look for sales, or look, even sometimes if you go to their website, a manufacturer may have a better price than you'll see on Amazon or eBay. If or like Apple Cleaner, I think you can buy it at Walmart. And a lot of the stuff you can buy, you don't have to go to a specialty store. You can find this stuff most everywhere these days, especially. And, it's good to have. You can use it on other stuff. A lot of this you can use on if you have leather furniture, or on your car, or any other leather materials. But I use it mostly for handbags. So that's it. That's it for now. There'll be more later. So thank you so much for joining me for these few moments. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, hit the little bell, all that stuff, so you know when I post. I post when I have something worth saying. Sometimes that's 2 or 3 times a week. Sometimes it misses a week because life happens. Like this week, I'm having to put a new roof on my house. What fun to talk to roofers. That's another story. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. Y'all have a great week. Happy Veterans Day. If you're a veteran, thank you for your service. If you are married to a veteran, thank you for your service. You are the unsung heroes of our military, and we appreciate you. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.